Super Mario Wonder redefines Mario's journey by introducing innovative mechanics. With the ability to alter gravity, players face unique platform challenges in breathtaking cosmic scenarios. The narrative takes Mario on an intergalactic quest against Bowser, who has stolen a celestial relic, the first game on our list of the 30 best Nintendo Switch games. It brings graphics that enchant with a fusion of classic charm and modern visuals, providing a visually rich experience. The cosmic adventure, combined with creative gameplay mechanics, makes Super Mario Wonder an exciting and refreshing addition to the iconic franchise. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild is a critically acclaimed action-adventure game developed and published by Nintendo for the Nintendo Switch and Wii U consoles. It was released in March 2017. The game is set in the fictional land of Hyrule and follows Link, the protagonist, as he awakens from a century-long slumber to defeat Calamity Ganon, an ancient evil that threatens to destroy the kingdom. What sets Breath of the Wild apart from previous entries in the series is its open-world design and emphasis on exploration. Fire Emblem: Three Houses is a tactical role-playing game. The game is set in the fictional land of Fodlan, where the player takes on the role of a professor at the Officers' Academy, a prestigious school that trains students in the art of warfare. The academy is divided into 3 houses, each representing a different faction within the continent. Players choose one of these houses to mentor, and this choice significantly impacts the story and the characters you interact with. Hot Wheels Unleashed is a high-speed racing video game. The game is based on the iconic Hot Wheels toy line, known for its miniature cars and elaborate track sets. Hot Wheels Unleashed brings the thrill and excitement of Hot Wheels racing to the virtual world. Players have the opportunity to race a wide variety of officially licensed Hot Wheels cars on imaginative and intricately designed tracks. The tracks range from gravity-defying loops to challenging jumps and stunt-filled environments. Players can also create their own custom tracks using a powerful track editor, allowing for endless possibilities and creativity. Undertale is an independent role-playing game developed and published by Toby Fox. The game is known for its unique gameplay mechanics and distinct narrative approach. In Undertale, players control a human child who has fallen into the Underdark, a world inhabited by monsters. The player's choices throughout the game, particularly in combat situations, have a significant impact on the story and characters. Cuphead is a run-and-gun indie video game developed by Studio MDHR. It was released in September 2017 for various platforms, including Microsoft Windows, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and Mac OS. The game is notable for its unique art style, which emulates the look and feel of 1930s animated cartoons. The visuals are hand-drawn and painstakingly animated to mimic the fluid and exaggerated movements characteristic of early animation. Celeste is a platform video game. The game tells the story of a young girl named Madeline who embarks on a journey to climb the Celeste mountain of the same name as the game. As she navigates the treacherous terrain, players must overcome challenging platforming sections and solve intricate puzzles. In the game, in addition to the mountain challenges, you must face Badline, referred to in the game as part of it. Untitled Goose Game is a 2019 puzzle stealth game developed by House and published by Panic Incorporated. The player takes control of a goose who wreaks havoc on an unsuspecting English village. The game was met with critical acclaim, praised for its humor, gameplay, and art style. The goal of the game is to complete a series of objectives, such as stealing items, honking at people, and causing general mayhem. The goose can use its abilities to manipulate objects and non-player characters, NPCs, in order to complete these objectives. For example, the goose can honk at people to make them drop their belongings, or it can use its beak to grab objects and carry them around. In Minecraft, players are placed in a procedurally generated 3D world where they can freely explore, build structures, and interact with the environment. The game has no set goals, allowing players to pursue their own interests and objectives. The world of Minecraft is procedurally generated, meaning that it is entirely new and unique each time the game is played. This ensures that there is always something new to discover and explore. Minecraft has been praised for its open-ended gameplay, its creative potential, and its appeal to a wide range of ages. The game has won numerous awards. Animal Crossing is a popular life simulation game series developed by Nintendo. The game places players in a peaceful environment, typically a village or an island, inhabited by anthropomorphic characters, animals with human characteristics. The main goal is to engage in daily activities such as fishing, catching insects, planting trees, and interacting with other villagers. Unlike traditional fighting games, ARMS introduces a distinctive mechanic where characters have extendable, spring-loaded arms. These arms can be customized with a variety of unique weapons, each with different properties and abilities. Players control characters with extendable arms in a three-dimensional arena, engaging in fast-paced, dynamic battles. The game supports both motion controls, where players physically punch to attack, and traditional button controls for a more conventional experience. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is a thrilling racing game for the Nintendo Switch that combines stunning visuals, a variety of iconic characters from the Mario universe, and imaginative tracks. With a captivating soundtrack, the game offers an engaging multiplayer experience, both locally and online. The smooth gameplay and the introduction of anti-gravity sections add a dynamic dimension to the races, allowing players to race on walls and ceilings. Kart customization, a wide selection of classic and new items, and the battle mode with specific arenas provide a diverse experience. Trials Rising is a 2.5D physics-based platform racing game. In Trials Rising, players control a motorcycle as they navigate challenging obstacle courses. The game is known for its difficult physics-based gameplay, which requires players to carefully balance their motorcycle and time their jumps to avoid collisions. The game features a variety of different tracks, each with its own unique challenges. The game's gameplay is challenging and rewarding. The game features a variety of different tracks, each with its unique challenges. The game allows players to customize their motorcycles and pilots. The Crew 2 is an open-world racing video game. The game is a sequel to The Crew and expands its concept of an open-world, socially connected racing experience. The Crew 2 takes place in a scaled-down representation of the United States, presenting a vast and diverse environment for players to explore. One of the game's defining features is its emphasis on a wide variety of vehicles and racing disciplines. Players can seamlessly switch between cars, motorcycles, boats, and even planes in the game world. This allows for a dynamic and multifaceted racing experience, with events and challenges adapted to each vehicle type. In Rayman Legends, players take control of Rayman, Glowbox, and the Teen Cease as they explore a series of painting-packed levels. The game features a variety of platforming challenges, puzzles, and enemies. Players can also collect LUMs, which are used to unlock new levels and bonus content. The game features stunning graphics inspired by the artistic style of Rayman Origins. The game has a variety of platform challenges, puzzles, and enemies. Hollow Knight is an indie action-adventure game developed by Team Cherry. It was released in February 2017 for various platforms including PC, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. The game is set in the fictional, underground world of Hollownest, a sprawling, interconnected, and atmospheric realm filled with mysterious creatures and ancient secrets. Players control a titular character, known as the Hollow Knight, who is on a quest to uncover the truth about the kingdom's past and confront the darkness that plagues it. Ori and the Will of the Wisps is a 2D Metroidvania platformer. The game's gameplay is similar to its predecessor, with Ori making his way through a series of 2D levels full of platforms, obstacles, and enemies. Players can use Ori's abilities, such as clinging to walls, jumping high, and using a spirit sword, to progress through the levels. The game also features puzzles that prevent players from using Ori's abilities creatively. The game features a variety of enemies. The game's story is full of heart and excitement and will stay with players long after they finish the game. And I know Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch is an RPG with action elements and a visual style inspired by Studio Ghibli's anime films. The game takes place in two worlds, the real world, where a boy named Oliver lives, and the world fantasy story of Nai no Kuni, where he travels after his mother is killed by a dark sorcerer. In Nai no Kuni, Oliver befriends a talking creature named Drippy, and together they must travel to defeat the White Witch and save the world. Another feature that sets Nai no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch Remastered apart is its deep and engaging story. The game's story is full of twists and turns and will keep players guessing until the end. The game's characters are also very well developed and are all likable and relatable. Persona 5 is a turn-based role-playing game where players control the protagonist, a high school student, as he navigates his daily life and investigates crimes committed by adults in Tokyo. The game splits into two main aspects: the real world, where players attend school, work part-time jobs, and interact with other characters, and the metaverse, a supernatural realm where players battle enemies and confront the distorted desires of adults. In the real world, players can build relationships with other characters, engage in various activities such as part-time jobs, attend school, and participate in extracurricular activities. The game's social simulation aspect allows players to form bonds with other characters, which can unlock new abilities and story content. In Splatoon 2, players take control of Inklings or Octolings, humanoid squid-like creatures that can transform into squids and swim through ink. Players use ink shooting weapons to cover the map in their team's color, and the team that covers the most ground wins the match. The game features a variety of game modes, including Turf War, Ranked Battle, Salmon Run, and Private Battles. Turf War is the main game mode, and it is a 4-on-4 team battle where players try to cover the most ground in their team's color. Ranked Battle is a more competitive mode where players compete for a higher rank. Salmon Run is a 2-on-4 cooperative mode where players work together to defeat waves of summoned enemies. Private Battles allow players to create their own custom matches with their own rules. The Witcher 3 is played from a third-person perspective and features an open world that players can explore at their own pace. The game's world is divided into several regions, each with its own unique landscapes and challenges. Players can use a variety of methods to travel around the world, including on foot, horseback, or by boat. The game's combat system is based on swordplay and magic. Players can use a variety of different sword attacks and spells to defeat their enemies. The game also features a crafting system that allows players to create new weapons and armor. The Witcher 3 is a story-driven game that follows the story of Geralt of Rivia, a professional monster hunter known as a Witcher. Geralt is searching for his foster daughter, Ciri, who is being pursued by the Wild Hunt, a supernatural force that threatens to destroy the world. In Kirby and the Forgotten Land, players control Kirby, a pink puffball with the ability to inhale and copy the abilities of his enemies. Kirby must navigate through a series of 3D levels, defeating enemies and collecting Waddle Dees who have been captured by the Beast Pack, a group of animals that have taken over the land. Kirby can use his signature copy abilities to gain the powers of his enemies. For example, if Kirby inhales an enemy with a fire ability, he can then shoot fireballs. Kirby can also use new abilities that are exclusive to this game, such as the mouthful mode, which allows him to transform into objects like cars and vending machines. The game features a variety of different environments, including forests, deserts, and amusement parks. Each environment has its own unique challenges and enemies. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is a fighting game where players control characters from a variety of Nintendo franchises, including Mario, Zelda, Donkey Kong, and Pokémon. The game features a variety of game modes, including a traditional fighting mode, a story mode, and a multiplayer mode. In the traditional fighting mode, players battle each other to knock their opponents off of the stage. The game features a variety of moves that players can use to attack their opponents, as well as items that can be used to gain an advantage. The story mode is a single-player mode where players battle their way through a series of levels. The story mode features cutscenes that advance the story, as well as boss battles against iconic Nintendo villains. In Metroid Dread, players take control of Samus Aran, a bounty hunter who is sent to investigate an abandoned research station on planet ZDR. The station is infested with the Chozo, an ancient alien race, and Samus must fight her way through the station to uncover the secrets of the Chozo and defeat the Chozo X-Parasite that has taken control of the station's robots. The game's gameplay is similar to previous Metroid games, with Samus exploring a series of 2D levels filled with platforms, obstacles, and enemies. Players can use Samus's Metroid suit to jump high, crawl through tight spaces, and fire her arm cannon. Samus can also use new abilities that are exclusive to this game, such as the Phantom Cloak, which allows her to become invisible to enemies, and the Spider Magnet, which allows her to cling to walls. The game also features a new Aeon suit, which is a more powerful and durable version of Samus's classic suit. The Aeon suit gives Samus new abilities, such as the ability to slide and the ability to counter enemy attacks. The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom is set in the same open world as Breath of the Wild, but features new areas to explore, new challenges to face, and new characters to meet. The game's story begins a few years after the events of Breath of the Wild. Link and Zelda are living a peaceful life in Hyrule, but that peace is threatened by an evil new force. Link and Zelda must work together to save Hyrule once again. The game received praise for its story, gameplay, graphics, and music. The story was praised for being exciting and full of twists, the gameplay was praised for being challenging and rewarding, the graphics were praised for being beautiful and detailed, and the music was praised for being memorable and evocative. In Hades, players take on the role of Zagreus, the son of Hades, as he attempts to escape the underworld. The game combines fast-paced combat with a compelling narrative, and it features an isometric perspective with a distinctive art style. The roguelike nature of the game means that when Zagreus dies, he returns to the House of Hades and can use collected resources to upgrade abilities and weapons before attempting another escape. The game received widespread acclaim for its engaging story, well-designed gameplay, and high-quality voice acting. Hades won numerous awards and nominations for its excellence in game design and overall execution. In Stardew Valley, players inherit a rundown farm and embark on a journey of restoration and rural development. The gameplay combines elements of farming simulation, resource management, and social interaction. Players cultivate crops, raise animals, fish, and explore mysterious caves while building relationships with local inhabitants. The variety of activities, freedom of choice, and customizable progression make Stardew Valley an engaging experience where each player shapes their farm according to their preferences, unlocking community secrets, and discovering the charming allure of this rural life simulator. Monster Hunter Rise follows the traditional Monster Hunter gameplay formula, where players take on the role of a hunter in a village facing various large monsters. The game introduces new features and mechanics, including the ability to ride and control a creature called a palamute, as well as a grappling hook known as the wire bug that allows for enhanced mobility and new combat maneuvers. The primary objective in the game is to hunt down and defeat powerful monsters, gather resources, and use materials obtained from defeated monsters to craft better equipment. Monster Hunter Rise also features a new game mechanic called the Rampage, where players defend the village against hordes of monsters. For the latest information on Monster Hunter Rise and any potential updates or expansions, I recommend checking official sources, gaming news websites, or the official Capcom website. Rocket League is a high-octane, physics-based sports game that blends elements of soccer with rocket-powered vehicles. Developed by Psyonix, players control customizable cars with the aim of scoring goals against an opposing team. The game's unique twist lies in the ability to perform acrobatic maneuvers, including aerial flips and boosts, to outmaneuver opponents and make spectacular shots. With a mix of single-player and multiplayer modes, Rocket League has gained popularity for its easy-to-learn, difficult-to-master gameplay, fostering a competitive community and esports scene. The game's emphasis on teamwork, skillful maneuvers, and dynamic matches has made it a standout in the world of multiplayer gaming. Apex Legends is a dynamic battle royale game set in the universe of the Titanfall series, featuring engaging gameplay and charismatic characters. Set on an island called Apex, squads of 3 players compete to become the champions of the arena. Each player chooses a legend, a unique character with distinct abilities ranging from healing and support to offensive skills. The narrative unfolds through seasonal events, introducing new characters, map modifications, and challenges. Gameplay mechanics revolve around teamwork, strategy, and individual abilities as players strive to stand out in an ever-evolving battlefield. With a blend of shooting, strategy, and action elements, Apex Legends continues to captivate players worldwide since its release. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, as that really helps a lot. If you think any game is missing or if you're planning to play any of these games, don't forget to leave a comment. Those were the 30 best Nintendo Switch games. This has been another video from New Quest Play, and I'll be here waiting for you for the next quest.